It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Kings out in Sacramento. Well, for Sacramento, their loss is mounting. Now it's 7 straight. They've got to find some answers and find them quickly. They're hoping to turn it around with a win tonight. And a guy we'll be watching tonight, Jay Crowder, impacts the game in a number of ways. Shaq, would you call him underrated?
Very underrated, but more people know about him now. Maybe not a household name, but that's because he focuses on the little things.
Yeah, he's a tone setter, you know, defensively. He can get you 8 a game easily, no problem, plays to his strengths, and sometimes when you can get 8, that's better than getting none.
That was deep.
You can get 8 right now. You look like a sandwich.
Greetings, everyone, from Sacramento. The Kings playing host to a Western Conference affair here in the capital of California. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
So Sacramento will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Brooks is out there with Jones, and it's Valanciunas in at the center position.
And Kyle Anderson, the intriguing UCLA product last season, pretty much a breakout one for him. With Kawhi's injury, the numbers were up all across the board for slow-mo, in large part because those chances were there, and he was in the system for the last 3 years, so he felt confident in what he was being asked to do.
Now here's Brooks, following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Healed against Brooks. Barnes and Jackson with the block.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
And with Anderson, he has a strange tempo to his game, but he finds ways to impact the floor.
Yeah, it's a nice way of saying it, Kevin. A lot of guys call him slow-mo, as you know. It reminds a lot of people of a former Spur and Boris Diaw, who, you know, if he didn't have a cup of coffee, he was playing at his pace for most of his career.
Jones, no luck. For Sacramento, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Barnes kicks to Fox. Back to Barnes. Here's Bielitsa, guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Brooks against Hield. Sacramento again missing.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Here's Jones. Plays it up and banks it in. Jones has got the first points on the scoreboard for the Grizzlies.
Oh, about time. Starting to wonder a bit if they were ever going to knock a shot down.
Hield, the pass to Bielitsa. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Here's Jones. The Kings getting the bucket. He gets that one. Jones has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's some good O there. Always like to see them getting those interior looks.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Dave Yeager. He said that interior presence is #1 on their list defensively. He told me that they have to make it difficult inside and close out the passing lanes to prevent easy looks in the paint. We'll see if that works for him, Kevin.
Thank you, David. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. He gets it in there.
Well, he's a little bit more than just an outside shooter. Buddy Hield finding himself, that time maneuvers inside to get good position.
Jones against Fox. To the wing right side. Valanciunas dishes to Brooks. A three-pointer is right on target. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
From distance, when he gets into a rhythm early, it makes this offense a lot more dynamic.
Well, great to get him involved, particularly at the start of the game. This is what keeps guys engaged.
Down low, here's Crowder. And that one hits back iron. The Kings trail by 3. Barnes kicks to Fox. In the corner, it's Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Hield's got his second bucket of the game to go.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Valanciunas. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Valanciunas has got his first basket.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Barnes with it. Now guarded by Crowder. And it's Bielitsa atop the key. Jones against Fox. It's good.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seems they got the benefit of the whistle.
Very little locked in at this point, Brent, but sometimes it feels like the best teams are just waiting for the playoffs to begin.
Well, there's always this idea about building up for the playoffs, and I think over the past 5 or 6 seasons, most of the talk that we have is about those teams being as healthy as they possibly can be. And I think that's the time in the season we're at now, Kevin. Make sure that everybody is 100% ready to go, not just mentally, but physically.
The coaches got to keep their focus, right? I mean, that's tough to do.
The coaches do, but the good ones start that process maybe in the last 15 games of the season to try to ramp things up so that guys feel ready to go once the end of the regular season comes.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Sacramento. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Buddy Hield. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Ivan Rab's checked in for Jackson. Allen comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Jones.
Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from there.
Fox gets to Ariza. On the wing, Barnes. A three-pointer off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Outside, Crowder. Back to Allen. It's stolen by Bagley. Now, here's Fox. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City. Here's the floater, and the layup is good. Fox has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, this is when Fox is at his best. Once he gets a step on the defense, you're pretty much going to read the back of that jersey.
Allen surveying the D, and stolen by Barnes. It's tipped. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Fox. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 13 points per game, 8 assists, and 2 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Can't hit the free throw line jump.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And it's good. 2 points. 6 points for Valanciunas.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Bagley. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And I felt like his offense fed right into his D. He caused a bunch of turnovers. There was just no let-up in him all night.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
2 shots. 2.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Rabb. Some changes for Sacramento. Wayne Dedman comes in for Bagley, and it's Rashawn Holmes in for Harrison Barnes. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Plumlee, he's checked in for Valanciunas. He's perfect from the line this time. And so here's Sacramento. It's a 5-point game. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, you're just not going to win many committing turnovers at the rate they did. That was just outrageous.
So hard when it's weighted like that and you're competing and you're making mistakes, and then on the other end your opponent is playing flawlessly.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game. He misses the free throw. Let's talk about team defense, Brent. To develop trust, it seems like guys have got to communicate on the floor.
I talk to my friends often who ask me about playing an NBA game and playing defense. They first start with saying that I didn't play any, but the second thing we get to, Kevin, is talking about really how intricate good defenses can be. You talk about communication, that's one thing, but throughout the course of the season, you build so much sweat equity on defense and trust by knowing that somebody's going to be behind you, hearing that voice consistently, but positions on the floor where you almost develop play sets as a defensive team. Now, when you reach that level, that's the upper echelon, but that's when it really gets fun to be down on that end, to shut a team down, to keep a crowd quiet. Defense always begins with great communication.
So many things. Rotations and playing angles and having the guy in back, you know what you can do well, what you can't do well if you're ahead of him.
Well, that, Kevin, and also great teams who are adaptable to make changes on the fly. All of a sudden, a dead ball, coach calls out a different coverage. You want to mess up the team's rhythm on the other end, and 5 guys, they snap to it and can carry out that defensive assignment in one play call. That's great defense.
Here's Rabb. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Fox kicks to Dedmon. Bogdanovich against Allen. Back to Dedmon. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dedmon inside. He's guarded by Plumlee. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now, here's Dedmon. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Fox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. And De'Aaron Fox made his mark at Kentucky with his terrific on-ball defense. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, I mean, he picks up 94 feet, and that's really how you set the bar for your team, with how hard you compete at the defensive end.
Giles checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
Well, the quickness of De'Aaron Fox really is incredible. I got a chance to see John Wall early in his career, and it was the speed that we talked about, but speed can kill. And if De'Aaron Fox can control it, he'll be fantastic at creating opportunities for himself and his teammates.
And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Now the pass to Crowder from 15 feet away, misses off the left iron.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Well, just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Allen passes to Rab. Outside Crowder over Ariza. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. And Sacramento has possession.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Fox kicks to Giles. Back to Fox. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, there's an old cliche, Kevin, we've heard or said a million times about speed killing. Well, perhaps no player is more emblematic of that than De'Aaron Fox. End to end, he could be one of the fastest players in the league.
And he makes the first. Well, Fox is a blur in transition. Brent, his speed is a weapon.
Yeah, and he can use it if he has the ball or if he doesn't. Become a slasher and get into the teeth of the defense. Defensively, his lateral quickness and intensity also can make him a pest. It'll be nice to see if he takes some pride on that end of the floor growing up.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. The Grizzlies 4th.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Allen kicks to Ram to the inside. Here's Crowder. The shot, no good. Good D by Ariza.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. In the corner, Crowder with it. Holiday up top. Here's Rab. A second chance effort. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Well, no defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
Fox against Holiday. Fox passes to Dedmon. Stolen by Holiday. It's Allen with the drive. It's hauled in by the Kings. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Ariza, right side. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Allen finds Plumlee. Here's Rab. Dedmon defending. Rab, the pass to Crowder. Over in the corner, Allen. Over Ariza. Good D by Ariza. The Kings trail by 4. Poked away. Crowder with the steal. Here's Holiday. Finished off the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Sacramento's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Well, last season, a tough one for Crowder. Was moved from Boston to Cleveland and then moved again over to Utah at the deadline. Also struggled mightily with his shot and just had a down year.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for Sacramento. Buddy Hield comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Then for the Grizzlies, Jackson, he's checked in for Rab. Brooks comes in for Allen. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Justin Holiday.
You know, Dedmon's not going to get a lot of possessions like that, but makes a very good decision. Finds an open teammate.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 4. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, and some of that loss was due to a lack of hustle, especially on the defensive end.
And there are games where an opponent gets aggressive. You got to raise your level of play. They failed to do that in this one.
And here's Bogdanovich after Tyus Jones getting his shot to go from deep. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Kings have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Kings making a change here. Holmes checked in. He's off on the second. Memphis leading by 6. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Jackson dishes to Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one falls for Jones. He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
The Kings trail by 8. Stolen by Brooks. And oh, here we go. Brooks, nobody back. He gives them a double-digit lead. Brooks has got 5 now.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Up by double digits already and no sign of let up.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
The chemistry through the roof, and it's allowed them to build this huge lead after one.
All parts are working together, even the guys who have not put the points on the board making their subtle contributions.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. We've got Bogdanovich, Rashawn Holmes out there with Giles. Then it's Heel, and it's Bielitsa in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now here's Plumlee. Jones finds Anderson. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's Bielitsa, defended by Anderson. Jackson against Hield. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Here's Giles, and Jackson with the block.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Yeah, it seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
And it's in there.
Nice floater. Bogdanovich, some room. Got it off. He'll take it.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role, providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The G League is testing out more ways to speed up the game. Shorter overtime periods, a 14-second shot clock after an offensive rebound. You think those are necessary things?
I think they're worth trying out, Kevin. I don't know necessarily that they're necessary. Is that redundant?
No,
it might have been.
It makes sense when you say it.
But the league always exploring ways to improve the game, and I commend Adam Silver and the competition committee for trying.
That's good from Jackson. And the Kings not just rebuilding the roster, Brent, but also the franchise's reputation.
Well, agents and executives in the past year have been a little frustrated with the fickle leadership coming from the Sacramento Kings, and eventually those perceptions matter.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Bagley comes in for Giles, and it's Barnes in for Bielitsa. Both free throws good from Jackson. Here's Bogdanovich. Last time out, he had 13 points. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair, and he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
Now here's Anderson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Valanciunas. And Jones now atop the key. Here's Jackson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Down low, here's Holmes, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And Brooks, here we go. That shot, no good. Good D by Heel. 16 feet away. Over in the corner, Barnes. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Yogi Ferrell's checked in for Sacramento. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
The Kings in 2016 in that draft swapping spots with the Suns, and they went from 8 to 13, and in exchange acquired the rights to Bogdanovich. Sacramento might like to do a 2-over on that with the 13th pick, but Bogdanovich is certainly a keeper.
Here's Bagley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Holmes throws it down.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
And the Kings making a change here. Fox is checked in and stolen by Barnes. Drops in the breakaway layup. 8 points for De'Aaron Fox.
I think opposing coaches have nightmares about De'Aaron Fox being out in transition. We got to see why right there.
Well, Bogdanovich, highly decorated in Europe, Brent. Won medals, a EuroLeague title, he did it all.
Yeah, over in Europe, known as one of the best players that was playing before coming over to the NBA. And last season, a 25-year-old rookie with some great presence, but he played a lot like a veteran.
Here's Hield. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Dylan Brooks, the former Pac-12 Player of the Year. Greg with a great start to his career.
Yeah, I was shocked that Brooks ended up going 45th overall in that 2017 draft. He just plays within himself, but still is aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. It looks like he'll be a strong scoring option for the team as he continues to develop.
And that one falls for Brooks.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Fox against Jones. And here is Fox. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hield. Rebounded by Jackson.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Memphis moving it around. Anderson can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 16. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Brooks. Ahead. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Brooks. And that's 11 points for Tyus Jones.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now here's Bagley. No points in the game yet for him. The kick out to Barnes. Clock at 4. Over Anderson. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Anderson gets it to go. Anderson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Hield the pass to Holmes. Fox with it. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. That one good for 2.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Some changes for Sacramento. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And Trevor Ariza's subbed in for Buddy Hield. Then for the Grizzlies, Yvonne Rabb comes in for Jackson. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Brooks. Now here's Jones. 11 points in the game. He dishes it to Valanciunas. The shot off that time. So the Kings will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
And three-pointers constituting the majority of Ariza's shot attempts in recent years. He won't hesitate.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Fox against Jones. Fox kicks to Barnes. Shoots. That's short off the rim.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Holiday against Ariza. The shot by Holiday, no good.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And here's Jones after Marvin Bagley getting his shot to go from deep. Back to Jones. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Ariza.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Now here's Valanciunas. He's coming off a 13-point game against Portland.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Grab, that's good.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Anderson against Barnes. Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
Now, Dedmon's a great athlete and bringing some verticality on the offensive end.
Jones finds Valanciunas. Back to Jones. 6 to shoot. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain's
to figure out where they are. Exactly.
Where is this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
Now here's Ariza. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City. Fox against Anderson. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. Stolen away. Ariza has the open look. No good from outside. Memphis leading by 11. It's Anderson with the drive. Here's Rab. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Anderson's shot is off. Here's Sacramento. They're on a 12-3 run right now. It's stolen by Jones. Anderson inside. Bielitz is there. Unable to get that one.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. You just can't buy a bucket right now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And Trevor Ariza, such a steady veteran.
I mean, just long, a versatile defender, can also knock down the triple. When you look at how far he's come since he entered the league as really just a raw athlete, it's a credit to his work ethic, no doubt about it. He has mastered his role.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Sacramento. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Crowder comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Allen subbed in for Jones. Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Allen against Fox. Outside Crowder. And the layup's good off the glass. Crowder's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Bogdan Bogdanovic, Greg, a highly decorated player internationally. Multiple silver medals with the Serbian national team, a EuroLeague champion back in 2017.
Yeah, I mean, he's a talented player, very skilled, and at 6'6" can play either guard spot. Great shooter. I think he's one to watch.
Free throw good, Bogdanovic.
Well, the thing you think about with Bogdan Bogdanovic, besides his first name being in his last name, is potential. A young, raw prospect with plenty of upside.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
And Joe Allen will bring it up for Memphis. They led the game at 1 point by 20. He kicks to Plumlee. Here's Rab. He has 7. Left side, Crowder lets it go with a 3. Ariza with the rebound. The Kings trail by 9. Crowder with the steal. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Grizzlies. Right now they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season. And of course Sacramento, 5 games behind.
And for the Grizzlies, there's been such a different feel to them this season. The confidence that was completely absent from last year's squad is back, and they pulled themselves here into contention.
Well, for a team that didn't sniff the postseason last year, you have to wonder how they're going to handle the pressure of being in the playoffs this year. Not to mention the postseason itself, if and when they get there.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Allen for 3. Rebound by Bialica. Sacramento's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And Bogdanovic kicks to Bialica. Outside, Bogdanovic. Shoots from 12. Another shot. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles. Giles has got his first points in this one.
Great positioning on the glass, jumping all over that miss and sticking it back in.
Ariza against Plumlee. Crowder, the pass to Plumlee. 5 on the clock. Here's Holiday. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bialica's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ariza against Crowder. Ariza goes in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Ariza much improved as a free thrower over the course of his career.
For Sacramento, they have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line. And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Kings. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Giles. And Hield subbed in for Fox. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. And Holiday kicks to Crowder. Back to Holiday. The dish to Crowder. Over Bogdanovic. That one off the back iron and out. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 7 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Allen. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Dave Yeager, Coach, how do you keep up the defensive pressure and slow down their offense?
You know, we got to just try to keep them in front of us and shoot jumpers, and then no second chances.
Rebounding is your team's strength. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They have a narrow three-point lead. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
Well, the reserves came in and played like starters. Gave them some big points off the bench. It'll be no surprise to see them get more minutes in the second half. They definitely deserve it. Though sometimes when you get more minutes, you get exposed. We shall see.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Bogdan Bogdanovic really making a difference here.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, that is a great equalizer here. You want him to play that physical, but how do you do that without creating too much contact?
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Memphis leading by 3. So on the 4 for Memphis. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Jones is out there with Brooks. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And he comes up with the deuce.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting in this game 45%. Fox passes to Bielitsa. Kings moving the ball around. And finished off by Bagley.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Fox. Kicks it to Bagley. That's tipped.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
Got that one up quick. Jones has got 13 points.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Fox against Jones. Pass to Bielitsa. On the wing, Barnes. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson kicks to Anderson. There's the lob to Jackson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
You know, Kyle Anderson plays obviously at his pace, but he's a terrific passer that sees the floor well.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. First free throw is good.
You know, when Marvin Bagley entered the league, there were some questions as to which position would he play, but the versatility he brings is special. He can guard a number of positions, score inside and out, and he is a tremendous rebounder.
Barnes looking around. Fox passes to Bagley. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Bagley's got 6 points in the quarter. And one thing you can't question about Bagley, Greg, his intensity level.
As competitive as they come, he's ferocious around the rim. Oftentimes, he looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor. They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Jones finds Anderson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And you watch Kyle Henderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
First free throw is good. And with Anderson, the defense has been a focus for him the last few seasons.
And even though Anderson doesn't get up and down the floor fast, he still has quick hands and feet. Is being asked to guard some of the top forwards in the league for this team and wants players to try and shoot over him so he can use his length. Considers it a win if his assignment takes a jumper and doesn't get around him.
And so he makes both from the line.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Now here's Barnes. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Hield kicks to Fox. Just 5 to shoot. From about 19 feet. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Dishes it to Anderson. And Jones has it in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. The Kings trail by 3. Hield kicks to Bagley. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Bagley's got 11. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. The feed to Jackson. Fox against Jones. Back to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here's Fox. 10 points for him. Barnes passes to Bagley. And Jackson with the block. Here's Anderson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
First one falls for him. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bielitsa. Memphis also making some changes. Jay Crowder's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Allen subbed in for Tyus Jones. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Dave Joerger in his 3rd season with the Kings. Before that, 9 seasons, Brent, in Memphis. with 3 of those being the Grizzlies head coach.
Yeah, an interesting end to his time in Memphis as things just kind of went awry between him and management. But the personnel decisions is what it came down to. And he has a fresh start in Sacramento with a very young, very energetic team that needs some direction. Maybe Dave Yeager, the guy to get the job done.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First free throw is good. And Allen drops them both. Now Fox. 10 points for him. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Dedmon kicks to Hield. Fox with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And Jackson with the block.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often. But the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Hield against Brooks. Looking to get back on track here. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Hield.
Well, Hield showing some of that stop and start and stop again game. Changing directions, impossible to guard.
Kicks it out to Allen. And he's good on the 3-ball. Allen's got 10 points in the game.
A somewhat sporadic 3-point shooter, but he's able to knock that one down.
Now, here's Fox. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Kings making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Memphis. Justin Holiday comes in for Allen. And it's the Kings with the ball. They trail by 7. Here's Barnes. Buries it down low.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
Brooks finds Holiday. Barnes against Crowder. There's the lob to Jackson. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. Here's Fox. 10 points for him. The pass to Dedmon. Back to Fox. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Crowder. Good D by Barnes. The Kings trail by 5. Bogdanovich with it. Now guarded by Crowder. The offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
This time slashing Bogdanovich, not in a spot-up mode, but on the move. And he picked up some contact while he was driving to the hole.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Sacramento making some changes. Giles checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Bagley. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Fox. So he gets them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Melton passes to Rabb. And the wide open shot from Crowder. And he overshot that one, missing.
The human aspect of basketball. You cannot fault the shot selection. He had a clean look. You just can't make them all.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Sacramento making their last shot. And Holiday kicks to Plumlee. Back to Holiday. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Barnes outside. The high post shot. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Barnes has got 8 points in the quarter.
You love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
Outside Crowder. Just 5 on the clock. Plumlee in the post. Passes it to Rabb. Second shot opportunity. Good D by Barnes.
Yeah, defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
With a floater, and it's good on the way in. Barnes has got 10 points in just the second half.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Now here's Plumlee. Back to Crowder. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Leiden's checked in for Sacramento. Hield comes in for Barnes. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Holiday against Hield. Holiday goes in. The shot from the low post is good. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night. The Kings trailing. Justin Holiday, the older brother of Drew Holiday, stints in the G League and abroad, but Greg, he has solidified himself as an NBA player.
Yeah, standing at 6'7" with that 7-foot wingspan. Every team in the league wants long, versatile wings with shooting, and this young man fits the bill.
On the clock. They get it back. Ariza with the bucket.
He's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
Pass to Rabb. It's Crowder on the wing. Ariza covering. Crowder kicks to Hill. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And the Kings shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And here is Hield. He has 6. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long. Let's take a look at the numbers for Holmes. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Leiden. Then for the Grizzlies, Valanciunas is checked in for Solomon Hill. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Caboclo. Holiday finds Jones. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And here's a look at the stats for Jonas Valanciunas. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 11th in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play, really helping his team compete for wins. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Bogdanovich. He's got 15. They get a hand on it. He kicks it to Ariza. Hield from outside. Buries it from three-point range. Hield's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
Jones against Bogdanovich. And the basket by Jones.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Here's Bogdanovich. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. Ariza against Crowder. Back to Ariza. Lets the three fly. And another three for Sacramento.
Such an accurate shooter off the pass. Ariza, a quick thinker who knows he can score in those situations.
Now here's Jones. He's got 17. Pass to Rab. Memphis moving it around. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Greg, as we know, Buddy Hield, a Wooden Award winner at Oklahoma.
I mean, he grew from nothing, his words, in the Bahamas. And his first hoop, a crate he nailed to some plywood. Couldn't even afford the nails. Had to find those. So from there to here, what an incredible journey.
Bielitsa, he checks in for Sacramento. Brooks checked in for the Grizzlies. Rab kicks to Brooks. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops.
Well, Buddy Hield, not the biggest or most athletic player that's on the floor, but his work ethic is undeniable. He is a total gym rat. At Oklahoma, they had to lock up the balls. Otherwise, the guy would stay there all day long and all night.
The Kings making a switch here. Fox is checked in.
And Hield is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line, as consistent as he is there.
Valanciunas with the ball. Edmonds there. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brooks. And another miss by Memphis.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. You're not going to miss those all that often.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Up top, Hield. Gets it off. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Kings on top, up by 7. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Kings leading now by 7. Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. Bagley is out there with Dwayne Dedman, and it's Bialica in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Now here's Fox trying to break that ice-cold streak. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Jackson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Fox. From the arc. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Anderson passes to Jackson. No good. Shot missing. So the Kings will take it the other way. Hield with it. Jones covering. Dedman inside. Jackson on him. Dedman kicks to Bialica. Brooks against Fox. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Brooks. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Anderson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one. For Sacramento, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Fox passes to Bagley. Back to Fox. Over Brooks. Good on the 13-footer. Fox has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Kings.
And the defensive mindset has to maybe get to the mid-range. They didn't do a good job pressuring the shooter on that possession.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. The rebound by Hield. Hield's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
For 3, count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Brooks finds Jackson. Here's Valanciunas. On the wing, Brooks. Anderson outside, fires from deep. And there's the rebound by Dedman.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Barnes, who's checked in for the Kings. Kicks it to Hield. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And they've let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Now here's Brooks. Passes it to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Will it go? Up again. Here's Valanciunas. It's deflected.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
They grabbed their own miss. Barnes. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Barnes hits them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jones dishes to Anderson. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Sacramento.
Hield kicks to Bielitsa. Back to Hield. On defense, the Grizzlies. An easy 2 points on the layup. Hield's got 8 here in the quarter.
I mean, this is what the scouting report called for here. Love how effective Hield is right now on the offensive end.
Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. Hield on the double team. Here's Brooks. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bielitsa's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Barnes. The shot off that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 15-point game. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Jones. Jones has got assist number 8 now on the night. Fox kicks to Barnes. Got a piece of it. Pass to Fox. 5 to shoot. And it's Bagley in the corner. Nails the wide open jump shot.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Jackson. Brooks, left side. From 12 feet out, back to Jackson. Jones against Fox. A 3 from Anderson. The rebound by Hield. Hield's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anderson against Barnes. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that.
Now here's Valanciunas. And here's Anderson for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Anderson's got 5 points in the quarter.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
Hield finds Barnes. Over Jackson. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And he's able to get it back. Barnes passes to Bagley. And finally they hit one. Bagley's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon, because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Sacramento leading by 14. Fox kicks to Bagley. And there's the pass to Hield. Good on the triple. Hield's got 24.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, a 4th turnover there. That's just a rough, sloppy game.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials, because they change that call all the time. Not.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Hield. Crowder, he's checked in for Memphis. Justin Holiday comes in for Jones. Pushing it up. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Sacramento again missing. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Brooks finds Crowder. Back to Brooks. 3-pointer. with the tip and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Fox against Brooks. Baseline jumper. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. It's Crowder on the wing, covered by Barnes. Crowder, the pass to Jackson. Out left to the wing. Outside Holiday. Nailed from three-point land. Sacramento leading by 10. Fox with it. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Hields checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. The Grizzlies also making a change. Jones is checked in. Barnes kicks to Hield. Back to Barnes. Passes it to Bagley. No good, unable to end this run.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but man, that's an easy shot.
Here's Jackson, and the Grizzlies check on 2 more.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Sacramento's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Timeout called by the Kings.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Marvin Bagley.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. It's stolen by Jones. Brooks with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Brooks finds Crowder. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Valanciunas. And good that time.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Sacramento leading by 6. Fox passes to Bielitsa. Back to Fox. Here's Bielitsa, guarded by Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hield. Sacramento again missing. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Knocked away. Fox with the steal. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 7th assist here tonight.
I think getting better as a passer and understanding more about how the NBA game works. That's De'Aaron Fox.
Now here's Valanciunas. Brooks outside. It's Crowder on the wing. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson kicks to Jones. Three-pointer, Brooks. That shot off the mark. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Hield with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Back to Hield. Shoots over Crowder, and the Kings check on 2 more.
Well, they used to refer to him as Buddy Buckets. Maybe that will stick in this league.
Jones kicks to Valanciunas. And 1:01 left in the game. Jones, no luck. Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Sacramento.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity, and not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Marvin Bagley.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Grizzlies. Barnes against Crowder. It's stolen by Bagley. And the Kings pushing it up now. Barnes with the ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Kings lead by 14.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul. It goes against Sacramento. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Brooks. And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for Sacramento, leading by 12. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.